7:57 p.m. Welcome. Welcome and enjoy. Let's see, where is my live stream? Oh shit, I'm drowning. Did I say the game? I didn't. Let's say the game. Okay. We're back. I don't like whenever the game gives you settings. Because there's gonna be a fight. And we fought so much.
Yeah.
We don't need to fight more, right?
Charge it up. Just a little spot. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad?
I don't think we're seeing what you're saying. Are we seeing what you're saying?
What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
I love her. I love her. I'm seeing plants.
I hate it. Again, why does the memory follow me wherever I go? They have a sick sense of humor. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
This is almost as bad as Ringram's creepy sculptures.
Oh my gods. They're alive.
Straight to the plan.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
Okay.
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
We feel her pain like initials carved in our bark. She needs answers only we can give.
What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you. Their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold... Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. That isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good Animancer embraces death. And they were the best. Indulge me a moment. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
That's 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sopadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the gods can't stop themselves from hurting us. Our lives are a game to them. Damn it. I can't... Sopadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
This feels like one of those times when getting answers doesn't mean getting closure.
Patience, I'm almost ready.
Incredible.
I should have brought my sketchbook. No time to waste. We need to find your god. Finish this.
Another win. But who's counting?
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before.
Texas tea. Texas tea. Texas tea. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. Let us. I just wanted to see like we've been here for so long. Okay. Real not. Who is this? I don't know that person. Don't know that person. Damn.
Shale, we feel no, we cannot. Still remains. They took it all away. A tide of souls thrown upon the weak. Now our memory. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. We should have heard a warning on the breeze. First, they blind us. Shining eyes pierced the ceiling. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. No! We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. A jug to catch water. We overflowed. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the storm? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. They could not kill us. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out. We broke the earth. Called down the storm. Flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves. There were too many. They raised machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing. Not death. Worse. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun. Lay in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We...
That's all. Just heartbreaking. Yeah. That's all she is.
Their cries. Swords in our heart. A severed limb.
Heartbroken, but true.
We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you.
If I hadn't died, you wouldn't have dragged me into
We
this.
are the lamp. The bonfire. Forces to be controlled. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night.
Oh my god. Honestly, this is quite crazy.
The sun shines cold. We are not sure we understand. We have learned to fear ourselves. We handed them the chains. Soil stirs. We haven't... You opened the final lock. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together.
You will grow with me.
Protect the envoy.
You're mine now.
Oh shit!
Watch your right.
Fight these fuckers. No!
good old days.
Damn. I was a bitch. That was not fun. Let's see. Let's see, I'm thinking. Unlock the sniper. Hell no. I'll do this. Damn it. No. That's smart. We are also done. Yes. This will get easier. Yeah, right. Stopping on up here. How do we get up there? Boom. Boom, we said. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Isa!
Yeah, put on your cooldown on no cooldown, bitch. Break red. Break next. That's never a good sign. And the game gives you a healing pack. It's never a good sign.
We got out just in time.
I'm starting to think they killed themselves. There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited.
Relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous.
Had a feeling you might ask me that.
Anxious.
I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but
Okay.
I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows?
True.
Baffled. But when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
Afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the Dream Scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm. So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting. I can't say that I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. Thank you, dearie. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree.
They would.
We'll be...
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Zapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything? No, you tease.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. Takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. And when they burned my home, you gave me another one. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
How far we've come in a short time. Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Don't think I haven't considered it. But our problems won't just go away.
Stay here? I mean, we are here. It's supposed to be paradise. Can't be worse than Galawain's tusks.
Tempting as it sounds, if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's that running from problems only lets them fester.
Unfortunately, you are uniquely qualified to deal with this, so we're stuck fixing things. Dread.
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious, just planning out the rest of my life.
Get some sleep. There'll be plenty of time for sentiment and hugging.
There's gold. Son of a bitch. I don't got the gold to do that. You saw that? Look, fires.
Later.
Oh. Forgot about this.
All this time, I thought... And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapadal's. Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my... It's unimaginable. No one. Of course I can. But now, I can do them for the right reasons. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions.
Yeah, my girl.
I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful. Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover.
Okay.
It would take a lifetime, maybe more. But that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand?
True.
On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think? I have a lot of catching up to do, so be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it. Knowing me, maybe a little too ambitious and unexpected. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
I love you.
You're good with the animancy.
I must admit, you could have helped Thank you for that. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways. Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough.
Dang.
Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting. Not before I've done some reading. Let me get this straight. What did he say? Not the inspirational speech we were... I should have seen this coming. Never listened to the... Thankfully you're... See? No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died. Which means you alone can... A caged animal lashes out at Fred. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapadal, I wish I could say the same. If I must.
Hey, Adrian.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people. I've heard about the garden all my life, and I never expected something like that. But thanks to you, I think I was ready for it. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Parody. No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading. So those...
Let's go. I should let you have everyone I want. We're towards the end. My beautiful friend
Nice of someone to mark that spot for us.
That's it. Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Let's look around. There's got to be a mechanism somewhere.
I'll fix this.
Hello? Y'all alright? Who are you?
Quiet as the depths.
That was anticlimactic.
Oh. That was
Careful with that thing. I'm rooting for the skeletons.
Let's see what you got. Everyone get past me.
I've said halfway. You think we're still above the acid sea?
Another
such a problem.
glorious battle.
So, this is how you imprison a god.
Keep your guard up. I gotta live to tell this tale.
Oh no, you don't. Behind you.
Give me a second.
God. Yeah, so well.
target. Eat them from the rear.
Oh shit. The ending. The ending is nice. Okay.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. They choked our light, clipped our wings, pinned our hands. We felt only the bars, the shackles. They did not explain. We wish it could have been different. We only wanted connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
What did y'all say?
The fist of Empire. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now, we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there. A mountain of essence. We strain, but it will move for you. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand. You taught us mercy. Always mercy. We saw how you would fight for those who could not. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you? More than anything, that is what we desire too. Treat us as you would the bear. Clean our wounds, heal us. Grant us the same. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long. Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
water's depths. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. Feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel Garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the reverse.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Kid and god entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're... It's an outrage. They broke some glass. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now?
If you're looking...
How many?
I'm not sure. I am... On the...
We should move.
Envoy, wait! I took some supply.
Wait, do I have anything on upgrade? Yeah, why is that one so much? Okay.
Snow? Why is there snow here?
A familiar... We meet again, Envoy. Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwine and the steel garrote laying...
It wouldn't be the first time she's come back.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, Perhaps. A new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Ah, that mortals. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it... Mortal comforts are so very adorable. Oh, goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes.
Sure will.
As soon as my gun's cleaned, I'll get out there. Risk a jam on the battlefield. Living
Hell yeah.
You've lost your mind. I get this. Anyway. It's not that I don't want. Talk to you later, Envoy.
At least you got some money. Hell yeah.
I know you speak from... Metaphysically, the battle is already over. Sapadal is... But politically, we have a small... I intend to send a message to the Steel. Anyway, who knows what tomorrow will bring. Good advice. Besides, don't stay up too... Anything... What are you... Neither can I. I never used to... All of that. What are the odds that... Once in a life... I don't know if that... Whatever you choose to... Let's appreciate... Thanks for talking. We should take a... You liberate... That's... I admire your... If not for you, Sapadal would still be pacing, which means you have leverage over a god. That's a lot of... Sapadal's imprisonment. We cannot know... Eventually, maybe you'll find some... I hope you don't... You're too kind. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here. Until next time. If I must.
What the fuck? Damn it.
Envoy? Is it really you?
Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nakutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them? Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. But how can that be?
Giada and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is time and the right application of pressure.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutadek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by coming for our heads.
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Regrettably, she's not in the business of making exceptions for people she deems oathbreaker. So long as her passion for Wodika lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That'll be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of it. It was Ludwig who called for the attack.
I didn't hear an answer, Ambassador.
She and her Steel Garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, Southern Paradis is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.